My Ancestry kit is here. The tube that you put your nasty saliva in. Give you the code, and then you just mail it off, right? So anyway, I'm activated on, so I'm gonna do what I need to do. Did my little sample. Now I'm about to send it off, and I'll let you guys know what's up. And then I'm gonna get back to you in about 6 to 8 weeks, and we're gonna find out who am I. It's ready to go, it's ready to fly. So I'll see you guys in 6 to 8 weeks. On that note, I say shalom.
Besides, to them, you're not even American. You're not even African American. You're not even African American. You're not even African American.
You're not even African American.
You are of the Igbo tribe, Bennett. You are of the Igbo tribe, Bennett.
He was a Jew, too. He was a Jew, too.
And he accepts me. I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish.
I'm the only normal person left around here. I'm a black Jew. I'm a black Jew.
My father, Tenant, his father was more than the president. He was the tribal king. That makes him the heir to the Igbo nation. That makes him the heir to the Igbo nation. That makes him the heir to the Igbo nation.
They are the wandering Jews of Africa. Fleeing the Pharaoh Shaka, they are the wandering Jews of Africa. Fleeing the Pharaoh Shaka, they are the wandering Jews of Africa. Fleeing the Pharaoh Shaka into the Babylonian captivity of slavery.
Kill me. Purge. You're the son of God. You're the son of God. You're the son of God. You're the son of God.
The lost tribes of Israel were black. The lost tribes of Israel were black.
Before I get into the results, right, I want to bring out some scriptures first, and you know, just basically help explain to those that are actually taking these tests and trying to seek answers, trying to find out who they are, trying to trace their roots. So I want to just make the biblical connections for those who are actually doing this but don't really make the connection, and that's the purpose of why I'm doing it. However, I don't take these results as 100% accurate, but to some degree I do take them accurate because they confirm our heritage. So that's why I take them to some degree accurate, and it connects to what I'm about to bring out. So let me just go here, bring out some scriptures. We have the Holy Bible, we have the Apocrypha, which was taken out, right? So I just want to go to some scriptures real quick before I get into these results, right? To bring some understanding to those that are doing this, but maybe might not make the biblical connections to who we are, right? So let me just bring out some things for those that are doing it. I see plenty of our sisters and brothers that are online doing this stuff, but they don't make the biblical connections that we should be making. Okay, so first I want to go here, Hosea, the book of Hosea, right, chapter 4, book of Hosea, chapter 4, if y'all can see that clearly. We want verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So God's chosen people, his people, my people, not the world, My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, and you can see we are very destroyed today, because thou hast rejected knowledge, the knowledge of these scriptures. I will also reject you, thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, of thy Elohim. I will also forget thy children. So we are a forgotten children. We don't know who we are. We think we're black. Black is a color. We think we're African American, which is 2 continents or 2 Italians, right? We think we're all these other things, and we do not know who we really are. So let's go here. Let's get out another precept real quick. Something light, not too heavy. Okay, let's go to the book of Isaiah. The book of Isaiah, right? Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass, the donkey, his master's crib. But Israel, the children of Israel, the Hebrews, doeth not know. So dumb animals know where they belong, but the Israelites, they do not know. That's why the Most High said, as I showed y'all, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. My people, once again, my people that are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, do not consider. So Israel, the Israelites, they don't know, and they do not consider who they are. We don't know who we are, and this is why we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, right? But this is, once again, this is for those who are seeking this truth and trying to find out their roots and wish to wake up and find out who they are, right? So I'm just bringing y'all closer and closer to where I'm going to take you. Let's go. Another precept. Show you that the Father is revealing these things and these truths to us as long as we seek. Right? Let's go to Luke, the book of Luke, chapter 8, and we want verse 17. Okay? For nothing is secret. Nothing is secret. You're going to find this stuff out. That shall not be made manifest. Right? That's neither anything hid. They tried to hide who we are, but it's going to come out. That shall not be known. Oh, it's going to come out, and it's coming out and come abroad. Okay? Right here, New Testament. Right? Let's get a precept real quick. Okay, let's go to Matthew. The book of Matthew. We want chapter 10 and verse 26. We'll say the same thing. Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered, right, or secret, that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. See that? So the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out. Let's get another precept real quick before we bring out these results, because I know y'all waiting to see who am I. I know y'all waiting, patiently waiting, but I thank y'all for patiently waiting. But once again, I'm doing this for those who are seeking more, who want more out of life, right? Who want more out of the deception that we have been fed. We're going to go to Colossians chapter 1, and we want verse 26. If y'all can see that. Even the mystery which hath been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. And the saints are the children of Israel. The saints are the children of Israel. Okay? But now let's get another precept to see what the Father said he would do to us. Okay? See what the Father said that he would do to his chosen people. Right? And then we're going to get into those results and make those connections. So we're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 26. So this is what the Father said he would do to his people. I said I would scatter them, his chosen people, right, into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. So nobody would know who's God's chosen people anymore. Our remembrance, our memory of who we are, who we were in the earth, will cease. That means our identity would be hidden. The Father would have people hide his chosen's identity because he's upset with us. He's hurt by the sins of our forefathers, and you will learn that when you seek these things out and study the truth. So we were scattered into corners, right? Let's get a precept, one more precept, and then we can get into these results. We were scattered into corners. Go back to Isaiah 51 and verse 20. Wait till that go up a bit. Okay. Thy sons have fainted. We don't know who we are anymore. We wildin'. They lie at the head of all the streets. Right? The Most High said he would scatter us into corners. As a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Lord, of the Most High God. The rebuke of thy Elohim, thy God. Right? Because the Most High scattered us, rejected us, and destroyed us. Right? This is what happened to God's chosen people. Okay? This is why we don't know who we are. Right? So now, let's get into my results now. The moment you've been waiting for. Close your eyes. You can't see that. No, please, no. No, no, stop, please. No. Okay. Here you go, right here. So, these are my results. Right here. What you're looking at is 93% African. Okay? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Now that's 36% Cameroon, Congo. 28% Ivory Coast, Ghana. 9% Benin, Togo. 8% Senegal. Hold on, let's open that up. And these are the low confidence regions right here. Bring it down a little bit. Nigeria 4%. Africa Southeastern Bantu 4%. Mali 3%. And Africa South Central less than 1%. Okay, let's go down a little more. Okay, what we have here? Asia, low confidence region, less than 1%. We got Europe, 5% Europe. Now, most of y'all probably say, "Oh, damn, he got white blood." Nah. Let's look into that. Okay. Break that down. less than 1%. 1% Europe West, Scandinavia, 1%. Iberian Peninsula, 1%. Great Britain, less than 1%. Finland, less than 1%. Less than 1% is what? That's like a toenail. That's like a fingernail. America, Native American, less than 1%. So all these less than 1% are really like, doesn't really hold any weight. But as you can see, these are my results. Okay, once again, I don't take them as 100% accurate, but it is what it is, right? See Cameroon, Congo, and all that. And now these places that are in Africa, these are where the Hebrews set up their kingdoms. Cameroon, Congo, and all that. We're gonna get into that right now. So let's bring some of that out real quick. Bring out the these college textbooks that I have here. They say, you know, you want to hide anything from a Negro, put it in a book, right? So we have this book, Ibos, Ebos. Okay, so let's go to page 11. Some of y'all probably seen this book before. To be sold. Hebos, Hebos, Hebos. That's what they called us, right? There was a reason why they called us that. But you notice how they changed it, and then they started calling us Negroes, right? And just to matter of fact, let's go here first. Let's go to here to understand why they were calling us Hebos, just for those that are seeking this truth. Jewish origins of the Ibos or Ebos, right? Okay, here. The first British explorers who met the Ibos or Ebos of Nigeria were quick to identify them as a branch of Hebrews. Dr. Basin, 1938, and his book is like almost $1,000 because they don't want us to actually know this truth, and you're not going to be taught this in your miseducational system. And so simply refer to them as Hebrews, Hebos, Ebos, and later Ibos, right? Jump down here. So also refer to themselves as Hebo, a corruption of Hebrew, or accepted to be called Hebo, Ebo, or Ibo as a way of associating themselves with the emergent new culture of the colonial master, right? Now I want to show y'all something real quick here. Where is it at? Where did it go? Okay, I'm gonna show you something real quick. If you go online and you look up slave voyages, right? You see the slave voyages, and you'll see some of the names of the slaves, right? You see some of the names. Well, notice it has Yah in it, the word Yah in it. But one thing in particular you'll see here where it has the origin. You see that? Hebo, Ebo, Hebo. You see that? Ebo, Hebo. Right? And it's the same thing that I'm showing y'all here in this book here, right? So these people know exactly who we were, but they changed our names and tried to hide our identity. But let me pull that out in the scripts real quick. Let's go to the scripts real quick. Book of Isaiah. Show you that this would happen to the Most High's chosen people. Okay, we go to Isaiah 65 and verse 15. And you shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For the Most High Elohim shall slay you and call his servants by another name. You see that? This is exactly what happened to us. You can watch that in the movie Roots and all these other slave movies that they show about us, how they changed our names and all of these different things, right? So that's just an example right there. Let's go to page 16. The Igbos of Nigeria, the Tutsis of East Africa, the Bamalikas of Cameroon. Y'all saw that in my DNA results, right? Y'all saw that here. Cameroon, right? So just making the connections for you with the scholastic sources so you can do your own homework and you can see that these things are true, right? A few thousand of other Africans scattered in the South Africa, Ghana, and over 25% of all African Americans are of Jewish origin. Israel and its branches scattered to all the four corners of the earth. The challenge reality from the Torah, Bible. Okay, so I'm just bringing these things out for those that are seeking more on this, on who they are, on their roots and their heritage, right? Trying to make these connections here, right? If we go here, page 20. This book contains lots of inspiring information on the exploits and progress of African Americans and blacks in Black American Jews, most of whom originate from the Igbos of Nigeria, as well as the untold story of a cluster of lost tribes of Israel scattered to the most distant part of the earth. Okay? Making these connections for you. Okay? Let's go right here. The Igbos, the Jewish exiles in Nigeria, who were later sold into slavery in America and who now constitute over 25% of all African Americans, were disputedly the foremost. So they know exactly who we are, but are we taught this in school? No, we are definitely not taught this in school. They do not want you to know this in school. But let's back to the scriptures. Bring out a script real quick. Let's go to again, this is for those that are seeking more, that want more out of life, that want more truth in life instead of the GMO that you've been fed. So we're going to go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. And we're just going to go to one verse. Verse 48. Right here. I'm going to let that clear up a bit so you can see that real good. Okay. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, your enemies, not your friends, which the Most High shall send against you in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed you. This is what happened to the Most High God's chosen people. And this only happened to the so-called Negroes sold into slavery. Sold. Only in America. Okay, let's go here. Right? Captain Adams' figure of 370,000 Igbo slaves sold in the Delta markets over a period of 20 years. And this slave trade flourished for 400 years, equal to about over a quarter of the total exports from all the African ports. Gives us an idea of the number of Igbos sold as slaves to European slave traders, not Edomites. European, people from Europe, slave traders for the American markets, or of the number of Igbos of Nigeria who are now African Americans. Okay. Let's jump down here real quick. Ola Wura. Right? This is the guy right here. Actually, I have his book. Right? He was kidnapped, sold into slavery, and in his book you'll find some amazing things. I'm gonna bring that out in just a second, but let me finish making some connections real quick for y'all. Real quick. This is page 27. Several African tribes still consider themselves descendants from Hebrew stock, including the Igbos of Nigeria, Tutsis of East Africa, and the Bamiliskis of Cameroon. I showed you that a little earlier, right? Let me move forward, see something else, see what else we got in this book. And it's just one book here. One second. See what else I could bring out for you guys. Okay. I mean, there's so much good information in these books. Y'all need to just get these books and do like your research in these things. There's so much information in here that connects us to the scriptures and who we are and why we're actually going through the things that we're actually going through today in America, in Europe, all over the world. You know, why we're hated, all of that, right? You got here in AD 70, the Roman general Titus drove away the remaining 2 tribes of Israel and the remnant of the Hebrews or Israelites from their homeland Israel into the 4 corners of the earth, in the final fulfillment of God's curse on them in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and in Ezekiel 23. Let me make another connection in another book for you real quick. Once again, this is for those who are seeking this truth. Another book, Babylon Timbuktu. Let's just make a connection of what we just read. Page 84. In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, the General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. Black Jewish slaves. Right? These people know exactly who we are. Exactly who we are. Small connection here. Small connection. I have another book, speaking of black Jewish slaves. Showing this real quick. Picture, this is a big book, by the way. Picture History of Jewish Civilization. Right? It's a big book. Now, let me just bring this out real quick. Just show you picture here. This is for those that are seeking more truth in their life. They want more out of their results, right? We all want more. I just want to show y'all this picture. Alright, show you that they know what's up, but they will never ever tell you any type of truth. Look at that so-called Negro right there. But that's not the picture I want to show you. I want to show you right here. These are Hebrew Israelite slaves, right? War captives, right? Y'all can see that. Thousands of war captives who were transformed into slaves made it possible for the Egyptian kings to implement their feats of engineering. Chained captives are shown on these painted clay facing plaques from a building erected by Ramses. See that? The Hebrews that were slaves in Egypt, they were black people. They were not your so-called you know what. Okay? There's another image right here. You see the Egyptian taskmasters over the Hebrew Israelite slaves. See them with their afros, right? This is the the Jewish civilization here that they don't want you to know about. All right. So once again, this is for those who want more, who want more. Okay. Here's another book, The Unknown Catacombs. The Unknown Catacombs. Right. I'm just going to show these two pictures here. This is Daniel in the lion's den. He was black, a Negro. Here is the Good Shepherd. This is the one they call Christ. He was a Negro. Okay? They have all our artifacts and stuff overseas in Europe, all over. You can do a YouTube search on that. Okay? They have all our images up. So, you know, there shouldn't be any reason why we don't know these things. Okay? Here's another book, African History and Documents. Volume 1, Western African History. Okay? They know exactly who we are. If you watch my videos, I always tell people the scriptures, the Bible, it's not a white man's book. These people stole our books and transcribed them. I can show you that too. Okay? And then they forced their pagan Christianity upon us. Okay? So I'm just bringing out some things. Let me see. Okay. Let's go here. Sierra Leone was handed over to the British government as a crown colony. Under British rule, the colony gradually grew as the Western African Squadron liberated Africans who slowly blended with black settlers from Nova Scotia, Maroons, and black rebels from Jamaica to forge a Creole culture equipped with Western skills and converted to Christianity. We were not Christians, your pagan Christians today, okay? They converted us to Christianity. And I have more information on that. Matter of fact, let's go to, there's another book I have. Where is it at? 1 second, let me get this other book for you guys. Show you to confirm these things. Just to confirm that all these things that I'm telling you guys are true. I'm not making none of this stuff up. You can do your research yourself and you can see all these things to be true. Okay, we have another book called The Lost Tribes in the Promised Land. Right? We go to page 60. Okay? Slaves from Africa, right? As soon as they understood our language, that's the English language, they turned Christians with very little ado. See that? With no problem. The children and grandchildren of those first captives born in this land, as good as true Christians, as if, check this out, the audacity, as if they had directly descended from the beginning of the dispensation of Christ. Wow. From those who were first baptized. Crazy, right? These devils, boy, I tell you all the time. So, once again, they forced Christianity upon us. But we were not Christians. We are the original Hebrews. And if anything, we are the real Jews of the scriptures. Okay? They stole our books and transcribed them and then converted us. Right? I can show y'all that, but let me go here. Let's go back to the scriptures real quick. Let me close this up. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 4. See what the Father says. Right? The Father's word is confirming all these things. So we want Deuteronomy chapter 4. Let's go to verse 15 and 16 real quick. Look what the Father said, right? To prove that they pushed false religion on us, right? Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that the Most High spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire. Right? The Most High was telling us to take heed to him speaking to us out of the midst of the fire. Why? Check this out. Lest you corrupt yourselves. How? And make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, like the likeness of male or female. So we weren't supposed to be making no graven images. So who the hell is this white Jesus? These graven images that are all over America and Europe and all of that, right? The Most High told us to take heed to ourselves when he spoke to us out of the midst of the fire, lest we corrupt ourselves with these graven images, the likeness of a male or female. You see that? So that's how you know that we were not Christians. We didn't have any of these idols. Okay? So I'm just making the connections for you, okay? So we can get more understanding of these scriptures. Right? Let's jump down to verse 25. See what verse 25 to 28 real quick. When thou shalt beget children and children's children, and ye shall remain long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves, once again with idols, and make a graven image, or the likeness of anything, then shall do evil in the sight of the Most High, thy God, to provoke him to anger. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish, die from off the land whereto ye go over Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. Check what the Father says next. And the Most High and the Lord shall scatter you, I showed you already that, shall scatter you, slavery, among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Most High shall lead you. Here you go, verse 28. And there, those places that we were scattered to, ye shall serve gods. See that? Lowercase gods. The work of man's hands. Those graven images that they have set up in your churches and made you worship, right? Wood and stone. That's what it's made up of. Wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. That's your false Christianity, like I showed y'all in these college textbooks. Okay? And these other scholastic sources. Confirming it with the Bible. Okay? So, just saying, helping y'all do your research even further. Okay? Let's jump down here, though. Look what the Father says here, though. Verse 29 to 31. But if from thence, from wherever you at, thou shalt seek the Lord thy God, the Most High thy Elohim, Yahweh thy Elohim, thou shalt find him. This is why I've seeked the Most High, and I found him, and I found the truth, and I'm trying to share with you guys. Okay? If thou seek him with all thine heart, with all your mind, and with all your soul, when thou art in tribulation, which we are dealing with right now, and it's going to get worse with them trying to kill us, and all these things are come upon you, even in the latter days, the last days that we are living in right now, if thou turn to the Lord thy God, to the Most High thy Elohim, and shalt be obedient unto his voice, meaning keeping his law, statutes, and commandments, the same law, statutes, and commandments that the Christian churches that forced it on us told us not to keep. They tell us the law is done away with, but he's telling us to be obedient to his voice. For the Most High thy Elohim is merciful, is a merciful God. He will not forsake you, neither destroy you, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he swore unto them. See that? So the Most High is not going to forget us. Okay? This is why we're waking up today to this truth. Okay, but let's go here real quick, just to confirm one more time. Deuteronomy chapter 28. We just confirming this Christianity thing. Okay, confirming it again. Verse 64. And the Most High, once again, shall scatter you among all people. Right? Like he said, among the nations. From one end of the earth, even unto the other. That's what has happened to his chosen people. And there, these places, thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. Our fathers didn't know these gods, even wood and stone. You see that? Confirming this religion that we've been following, Christianity, is a false religion. But let me confirm it again with a precept. Let's go to Psalms 96. Remember he said we would serve other gods, right? Psalm 96 verse 5. For all the gods of the nations, those same nations that we were scattered to, are idols. You see that? All the gods of these nations are idols. And that's why you have idols in these churches that has been pushed upon you. Right? You got churches in all the ghettos, all the hoods, but you don't even have a good place to eat, a good place to play, but they're forcing these idols, these things on you. Okay? So there's a reason behind that, because they want to keep you still serving and worshiping these false gods. Okay? Let's go to another book. Matter of fact, where was I in this book? Back at this book right here, real quick. Just bring out something light. Won't be too long. Once again, this is for those who are seeking more of this truth. Okay. Now here it goes in about the Congo on page 61. This is for those that who have similar results as mine. I did my own research, so you guys can do yours too. You can get this book right here. I just wanted to show that it's a lot of great information in these books, okay, which confirms who we are. Matter of fact, let's go to another book real quick, another college textbook. This is just for the viewers. Creole New Orleans, Race and Americanization. Okay, it's another book. I want to just go here real quick and page 67. I mean, there's more information, but just want to bring this out real quick, connected with the scripture. Between June 1719 and January 1731, 16 slave trading ships arrived in Louisiana from the Senegal region. 6 ships came from Judah. See that? Judah is short for Jew. Judah, or Ouida, which would be the English version. This is why English is so wicked, because they don't tell you that you from Judah. You see what I'm saying? They'll just say Ouida. A slave trading post between February 1726 and January 1731. 12 slave ships from Senegal landed 3,259 slaves at Belize at the mouth of the Mississippi River. You see, the slaves were brought to the south, then came up to the north. During the same period, one ship from Judah landed 464 slaves at the same port. The African slaves brought to the Chelsea Peak during the 18th century came mainly from the Bight of Biafra and were heavily Igbo. I want to make another connection. This is a college textbook now, right? College textbook. I'm going to make a connection about Judah real quick. Here's another college textbook right here. Okay? Uda, or Judah, short for Judah, right? Or Weda, if you want to call it Weda, right? This is another book that you can get, okay, that's confirming what I'm saying. Another college textbook, right? Like they say, you want to hide anything from a Negro, put it in a book. You see, we had the Bible forever, but we never learned the truth. Lamentations chapter 1 verse 3. Judah is gone into captivity, slavery, because of affliction and because of great servitude. She dwelleth among the heathen. Remember, the Most High said he would scatter us among the heathen. She findeth no rest. All her persecutors overtook her between the straits. Judah. And it's right here in the college textbook. Judah. Okay? You can also go here on this map here. It's called Negro Land. You can find this map, right? And I can show you here. Let me see. The Kingdom of Judah. Right here. KM, Kingdom of Judah. Or Weda. It's Slave Coast. Right? I even have another book on that. As you see, I do my homework. Okay? The Negro Question by Lee Cummings. Okay, the African slave ships that came from Judah. See that? KM, Kingdom of Judah, or Weda. Same thing I showed you here in the college textbook, right? Just making the connections for those who want more out of life, right? Even if we go on this book, back to this one, I think it's page 146. Here is a map here they have here. See that? Cameroon, Ghana, Slave Coast, Bight of Benin, Togo, Ivory Coast, right? The Guinea Coast. And then you see right here, very small, Uda, or Oida, right? Oida. And it's right here in the college textbook. You can get that one also. Leaving it on so you can see that. Okay? You can order these things and do your research, you know? Those who really seeking these things out and looking for more truth and want to make those connections. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about. Right? Here's another one I have. This one I actually just came in too. Hebrewisms of West Africa. Right? Hebrewisms of West Africa. Let me see what they have, what I brought out in this one. Page, what's this? 286. Let's go here. Let's go. Once again, this is for those that are seeking more and want more out of life. Alright? This is the research that I've been doing here. Okay, making the connections here. Also here. I've been doing my own research, basically. And you can do the same thing. Basically what I'm saying to you. Alright? even if we go here in the Bible dictionary, right? They say, oh, you Negroes are Hamites. You come from Ham. Right? It's not true. Right? You go look at Ham. Alright? You look up Ham right here. Wait to get a little, let it focus. Okay. So Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons who lived through the flood, he became the progenitor or forefather of the dark races, not the Negroes. See that? He's not the forefather of the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites, and they give you the scriptures on that. Okay, we are from Shem, the same people that so-called white man is claiming to be. Okay, what else I got for you? As I mentioned about this book here, right? Olawuda, right, in his story, his life, he speaks about his life and how where he came from, how he was kidnapped, same thing that happened to us, and then certain things he mentioned about his forefathers, what they used to do, that they were the same customs as the Jews, right, the same things as what the Jews do today, right? This is what he was saying in his book, right? See, he talked about that part of Africa known by the name of Guinea, right? Senegal, Angola, right? Kingdom of Benin, the same things I showed y'all on the map. This was 1745, right? Never heard of a white man or Europeans. See that? Let me make the connection here. Page 15. Where is it at? Number of the native of Igbos now in London. You see that? The Igbos, the Hebrews, basically. You see that? The slaves of Benin or Igbo. Right? This is what he was talking about in his book. The same information that I've been sharing with you guys. Right? Let's go to page 18. Right? Hold up their hands to heaven for a blessing, right? In prayer, particularly at full moons, right? Where is it at? Matter of fact, young animals are killed. They sometimes offer up a part of them as a sacrifice, right? That's what the Hebrews did. These offerings, when made by one of the heads of a family, serve for the whole. Some of our offerings are eaten with bitter herbs. That's what the Hebrews did. They're real Jews, right? They should be eaten with bitter herbs. We practice circumcision like the Jews. You see that? Like the Jews, and made offerings and feast on the occasion in the same manner as they did. You see that? Proving that his history, he was a Hebrew Israelite, the real Jew. And these people that are not the real Jews stole our identity. But that's in another lesson. It's actually on my page, if you're inquiring. So I'm just bringing that out briefly just to show you that he knew who he was, but we don't know who we are. So those that are seeking this truth, and you find out your Igbo or Hebo, the information is out there. We just have to seek it out. We just have to seek it out, right? Because this is what the Father said here, and I'm gonna wrap this up in a second, right? This is what the Father said. Let's go here real quick, and we're about to wrap it up. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 32. This is what the Father said he would do to us. Again, let's go to verse 21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God, those graven images. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy. So now he's going to make us jealous because we made him jealous with those graven images, those idols, like false white Jesus, that is not God. With those, so he's saying, I'm going to make them jealous with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation. So this is the Father paying us back for what we did. He's going to make us jealous with those that are not a people. The same people that are pretending to be us. Okay? The same people that are pretending to be us. Okay? And you can find that in the New Testament here in Revelations chapter 2 verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation, what we dealing with, and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy, the lie of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. That's why everything that's coming out on television is demonic, is satanic. And who owns the industry? Yes, your friendly Jewish man. Okay? The Most High said that these people would dwell in our tents. Okay? He said that in the beginning. He predicted everything from the beginning, what would happen in the end. Okay? We go to Genesis chapter 9. Genesis 9 and 27. God shall enlarge Japheth, so-called white men today, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, Israel, Jerusalem, where we belong. You see that? Claiming to be us, pretending to be us. But if we go back to Revelation and see what the end time prophecy is, what he said he would do to the fake Jews, Revelation chapter 3, we was in 2, now we in 3, verse 9, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before your feet, to know that I have loved you. You see that? So I'm just proving even further with the scriptures that, you know, we are the real Hebrew Israelites. Let me close it out with this book here that they took out of the scriptures, the Apocrypha, which was once a part of the 1611 King James Bible. Let me go here real quick. Let's go into this. I'm gonna wrap it up. Okay, let's go to Baruch, and we're gonna close out. Okay, let's go to Baruch, the book of Baruch. And we're gonna close it out. Okay, so we're here at Baruch. We want chapter 2. So we got Baruch chapter 2, and we want verse 30 to 35. Okay, so we're gonna end it out. For I know that they would not hear me, right? We don't listen to anybody, right? Because it is a stiff-necked people. Yes, we are hard-headed people for sure. But in the land of their captivities, slaveries, the places that we were scattered to, they shall remember themselves. And this is why I've waken up, and many of us are waking up today. And shall know that I am the Most High, their God. For I will give them a heart, a mind, and ears to hear. And they shall praise me. Where are we going to praise them at? In the land of their captivity, slavery. And that's what we praise in the Most High God in America, Europe, and all the places that we've been scattered to. And think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck, and from their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the way of their fathers, making those graven images, those idols. That's why they keep forcing those idols down our throats, so that we can stay in sin, and that the Father can continue to keep his punishment on us, which have sinned before the Most High. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be my people. The same people I showed you in the beginning that he said my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. You see that? And this is why they took these books out of the scriptures and many other books, because they don't want you to wake up and know this truth. Okay? So I did this, I put this together for those that are seeking this truth, that want more wisdom. Okay? So on that note, I say peace and shalom.